Who's win？ 做乜鬼啊？佢遮唔到下面嘅工具鏈。等我寫一寫先啊。我唯有用呢個 borderless gaming set 佢做全螢幕。開出嚟。到底咩事？點解會遮唔到？點解會見到個工具鏈？等等，唔通你隻 game 係無全螢幕呢個 setting？ 等等 ，Windows 就 Windows 咗㗎啦，做鬼嘅。得，完全唔知咩事。係啦，咁啊，我個朋友送咗隻 game 俾我，咁我開嚟玩下。頭先唔知點解發生咗啲奇怪嘅。咁啊，完全未玩過嘅，我嚟睇下係做咩嘅先。好似係一隻類似 Top Down RPG 嘅遊戲。
Against orcs, ogres, and all the other beasts of Tion. We are the guardians of Gurbogai. We are the children of the divine smith. We are the Dwarves.
咁個難度係 easy 嘅啫，佢有 very easy 同埋medium 同埋 hard 4個難度間。咁啊，最近玩啲遊戲都有蟻人呢個種族啦 ，Vermintide 同埋 Warhammer 嘅 Total War。咁啊，聽講蟻人呢個種族咧，當然喺而家嘅中古奇幻嘅各種作品入面都有啦。雖然唔係好常見，但係我諗下先，喺西方係好常見，喺日本唔係好常見。咁但係聽講咧，呢個蟻人呢個種族係喺北歐神話已經有出現㗎啦，但係我唔係好清楚。北歐神話我都好似淨係見過佢哋奧丁啊，雷神叫咩啊？雷神叫索爾啊，嗰幾個神嘅故事啫，唔係好似蟻人呢個種族係做咩？啊，係應該有蟻人，蟻人係啲植啲金嘅植物之類嘅嘢。OK， 咁啊，睇下啲教學先。Middle mouse button mouse wheel。呢個係主角。 clan 的點比較好啊？唔該。Forward left 呢個。呢種就係所謂 top down RPG。我感覺佢同我之前玩嘅 Titan Quest 有啲分別。你一定要用右掣去某個地方，跟住先進行嘅。係。你真係冇第二個教學。佢打唔到嗰陣係真係唔打嘅。啲教學都唔完整嘅真係，乜鬼啊？貓係做咩嘅？佢 key binding 係定貓個 binding 個唔死嘅。又分唔到邊個係敵人，邊個係自己人。
To pass on this present to the greenskins. Understood. And again.
係咪我第二個？ 到底有冇目標嘅咧？
Giselbert Ionai, the father of the Fifthling clan, has not been on the front line of battle against the creatures of Tion for many cycles. The king surveys the battlefield and the defenders with a grave expression.
We are too few.
This you know as well as he does, but there will be no reinforcements arriving. Hundreds of brave warriors lie inside the fortress dying. The illness is running rampant. It brings weakness and death.
Stay at your posts. Be as steadfast as the granite of which we are made. Nothing can break us. Vrakas is with us.
佢教學關打到我情緒問號，真得。Shift plus tab。Shift plus left 嗰啲。
What? All right. Hammer time. What? That's not yet possible. What is it?
CD 緊。
Yes. No, not yet. Another one gone. Be off with you. Hammer time. Be off with you. It will be so. Hammer time! Over there! On my way! Over there!
好似唔係兩個人跟緊。
Yes! Come here! Die! Charge! What is it? Hammer time! Yes! Come here, you! On the way! Be off with you! What is it? Be off with you! Needed!
覺得我第二個角色係
Hammer time!
These are the ones who attacked us in the tunnels. We suffered great losses beating them back.
吸血鬼嚟嘅喎。
Come here or I'll split you like a straw! You treacherous elf!
In his fury, the old king radiates a ferocious power that none of Citalia's children could withstand. But the slight, willowy being sitting astride the shadow mare just grins down mockingly.
You are mistaken. We are Alpha. We are here to destroy the elves.
All peace-loving beings here in Girdlegard are under our protection, and you cannot open the gate that has barred your path into Girdlegard since the creation of the world.
Not us, but perhaps one of your kind.
This cannot be.
Silence, you fool! Vrakas, forgive me for what I am about to do.
Quickly,
打嘅。
On the way!
我連自己打緊邊個都唔知，太混亂啦呢個戰場。希望之後個戰場唔係咁樣。
Look at me. I am Sintheras, the reaper of your death. I will take your life, and the land will take your soul.
Get out of my sight, pointy ears, and let me delight at the closed gate a little longer.
The gate may have closed, but when you rise again from the dead by the power of the land, you will be one of us, and you will open it.
Never! My soul belongs to Vrakas.
No, your soul now belongs to the land, and henceforth you will belong to it forever. Now die, and return. Then hand us Girdleguard.
一啲完全冇作用嘅板甲啊！隨便揾一把長槍就黐得穿。1.03 cycles later，cycle 係指1年。
You're a perfectionist, Tungdil Bulafar.
I've got a reputation to uphold. If you can't rely on the metalwork of a dwarf, what can you rely on? What can I do for you?
For me, nothing. It's Lot Yonan. He wants to see you in his study.
In your mind, you go through all the recent incidents that might have annoyed the Magus. Apart from a few little squabbles with his famuli, nothing worth mentioning happened since the incident with your beard. You nod.
Okay. You look dreadful.
What a charmer.
The maid gives you an ironic, reprimanding scowl.
Ikana has been crying half the night.
When you were teething, I carried you around the vaults. You played with my beard and I sang you to sleep.
Frala smiles. She's heard this story many times before.
That was 23 cycles ago. But I'm quite sure you didn't sing. You might have grumbled a bit.
If what you've read about the dwarven lifespan is true, it'll be another 300 sun cycles and more before you are called to the Eternal Forge. The certainty of one day having to witness Frala's death already burdens your heart.
I'd better not keep the Magus waiting.
See you later. There's goulash for dinner.
啲矮人都可以生存300年。OK， 咁呢啲 save。OK。呢個係 shift 嚟嘅，呢個係 tab。OK。 你係 Thunder Health Skill Stubborn， 防止你死嘅能力，呢個係 passive，OK。每秒要撳一次啊！即係呢個技能，隔離呢兩個數字都唔知係咩。Okay.
There was a time when you could hardly lift the heavy hammer. Now you barely notice it anymore, and it feels like an extension of your arm. Smithing is in your blood. This is where you swung the forge hammer for the first time 30 cycles ago. No one taught you the craft. It was enough for you to watch Lot Yonan's old smith at work. Whenever the workshop was empty, you practiced and quickly mastered the craft with ease. Everything you know about dwarves you learnt from books. The divine smith created the dwarves, and from time to time you make him an offering of some crumbs of gold. It's the most valuable thing you have to offer Vracus.
Vracus 係神嘅名定係乜嘢？
You've worked a bit more on Sunya's birthday present last night. The little one is crazy about horses. You, on the other hand, prefer to keep your distance unless you're fitting them with hooves. Too many legs and way too big.
只有右掣先可以喐嘅啫，左掣係喐唔到嘅。但係如果左掣你撳一啲可以 interact 嘅就可以喐啦。Hello.
Hey, groundling! Come to the kitchen, we need you.
Jolison, a 4th degree famulus and your favourite foe among the students of magic, gives you a disparaging glance and disappears without waiting for your reply.
啊！你又識 magic 嘅？呢度裏邊，look at the gate.
There are apparently dwarves who have never seen the sky, and you too feel more comfortable when you have rock over your head. If only you didn't long to see more of the world, a longing that grows stronger with every year.
好似 Fallout 住喺 Vault 入面嗰啲人，寧願喺一個密閉空間入面生。有冇地圖睇啊？淨係 zoom 到最遠嘅啫，可以。好入去。玩 RPG 梗係行晒啲非正式路線先。
Lot Yonan's vaults are equipped with laboratories, a library, and private rooms for the famuli. Together with the forge, the kitchen, and the other utility rooms, it makes up quite an impressive complex. But compared to the courts of the other magi, the seat of power in Yonandar is small and modest.
原來唔係叫 Maggie， 係叫 Magi。OK。
Of the 200 or so people selected to learn the art of magic under Lot Yonan, there's barely a handful of them you can stand the sight of. You're not at all interested in magic in all its elusiveness and whimsy. Your realm is the forge.
等，呢批唔係蟻人嚟嘅喎，呢批係人類嚟嘅喎。佢呢個魔法師。並唔係蟻人嚟嘅。
Hey, what are you doing, groundling? We're still eating here. Why don't you go and get your own portion?
等等，250歲都幾長，咁精靈幾長命？我知啊。我一直以為同人類差唔多壽命。咦，今次真係偷啦！唔通會喺乜嘢？真係有喎呢個。
The blacksmith. Do you want something?
Did a horse bolt while you were trying to shoe it? It's certainly not on our plates.
Tangdale! Quick! Or the goulash will get burnt!
You immediately recognize what the problem is. A chain running over a pulley for positioning the cauldron is detached from its mounting and the cauldron stuck in the fireplace. It's a heavy load and none of the famuli, who feel superior even during kitchen duty, dare do anything. They might burn their fingers, or even get a bit dirty.
Oh.
It'd be a waste of goulash. And I'm hungry. Here, hold this. Do you remember when you dyed my beard with some magic spell? I had to shave it off.
You stroke your beard, which is unusually short for a dwarf.
Damn it! Ah, it's heavy!
The young human forces through his pursed lips, letting the pot sink a little.
Don't you dare ruin my goulash, boy!
The cook with beefy forearms glares at the young man, and after a brief moment, he tries harder. With as much concern in your voice as you can muster, you say,
Oh, no, this doesn't look good.
You're pleased to notice he's dripping with sweat.
I'll get you back for this, groundling!
Grounded. Tuna 咁咩意思啊？個影片啊？我喺 YouTube 睇好似，我喺電話 YouTube 睇好似冇乜問題。
You damned freak!
For a moment you hope the famulus really does raise his hand to you. But then he comes to his senses and leaves the kitchen, his face bright red.
What a pair you are!
.點解唔喺下面整個鐵架晾起佢，要揾條鐵鏈吊起佢？
The goulash is bubbling in the cauldron. You draw the warm air in through your nose, and the smell makes your mouth start watering.
Hey.
The goulash is bubbling in the cauldron. You draw the warm vegetables, bread, cheese, but the cook is not to be trifled with. Many painful knuckles have taught you that she knows how to handle her heavy wooden spoon, and that she may possibly have eyes in the back of her head.
Do you know what Loyonan wants?
The maid gives you an amused look. She has often accused you of making things more complicated than necessary. The beer that is delivered to the vaults is supposed to be the best beer in Idderslane. It's certainly your favourite beer, but you haven't drunk enough other beers to truly know.
係一個未見過世嘅以矮人嘅以矮人嘅標準嚟講，比較年輕嘅角色啊。咁通常喺 RPG 入面，呢啲人都係做冒險者嘅，係啊。廚房嗰度去過。 咩叫 -1 day 啩？有 food consumption 呢種事。你睇下佢嘅界面啊，喺後邊突咗出去係見唔到嘅，成個 window， 成個佢彈出咗嚟嗰嚿嘢係見唔到嘅。我應該唔出去。佢叫我去圖書館啊。撳佢一下先。
I should speak to Lord Yonan first. He doesn't like to be kept waiting.
You mumble and wonder when you started speaking thoughts like this out loud.
好似得要人叫咩名？好似得 Tundle 自己有咁大間房，咁大個 fortress 俾佢自己用。唔知其他魔法師嘅學生有冇啲咁好嘅待遇？又要撈。
Master Lord Yonan, Frala told me you wished to speak with me.
Ah, Tungdil, come in. There is a bag over there in the cupboard. Take it out, please. It contains artifacts belonging to my former famulus Goren. I wish to return them to him. He's in Blacksaddle, 300 miles away.
300 miles? That's a long journey. Who are you going to entrust with this?
I was thinking of you.
Me?
There is no one better to take on this journey. You have acquired much knowledge. You are almost a scholar. You know more than most famuli about Girdlegard and its inhabitants. It is time for you to go out into the world and see it with your own eyes.
With pleasure.
成個大叔咁嘅樣，但係係個好後生嘅人，矮人嘅標準嚟講。
What's in the bag?
Magical devices. You better leave the bag closed if you want to avoid any accidents. Dwarves don't really like magic, and magic doesn't like you either.
Rakus gave us so much craftsmanship that there's no space left in our bodies for magic.
Strictly speaking, every time you've been too close to magic, it has ended in catastrophe.
咁點解 Tundle 你會喺呢個呢個魔法學院入面陳？
Perhaps I'll meet some dwarves on my travels.
Yes, perhaps. But don't hold out too much hope. And be careful who you talk to. Not everyone out there likes dwarves.
Yeah, goblins. They abduct baby dwarves and sell them to magi, from what I've heard.
Not the best bit of business I've ever done. But what was I to do? The Longnoses threatened to throw you into the nearest river. Be on your guard. Look after the bag and don't lose it. May Palandiel be with you. And Varakas too, of course.
I'll set off immediately. I'll see you soon, Lord Yonan.
個音樂有啲迪士尼嘅 feel 啊！死！嗰個故事相對簡單，淨係帶包嘢去300公里，300里之外。
You're about to dive headlong into your adventure, but then stop yourself.
A journey over 300 miles without provisions and a weapon. I shouldn't forget to think in all my excitement.
我使唔使翻去自己嘅 box 度做啲嘢？ 冇 interaction 啊！呢度有，仲有冇其他？其實如果矮人真係一個鐵匠技術好高嘅種族的話，咁佢唔應該整斧頭呢啲咁簡單嘅嘢，佢哋應該整啲劍啊，或者比較幼身嘅金屬武器。斧頭係金屬嘅使用量比較少嘅武器嚟。同埋斧頭嗰個刀刃並唔需要整得太好。
Just as you reach the door, your stomach rumbles. It's not even noon yet, and you think you're going to survive a 300-mile journey without provisions.
好，佢用呢個對白嚟提我做啲乜嘢，咁啊做得幾好。佢唔係靠系統提示。而家好多 game 都係靠系統提示點你去邊。Provision 係咩 ？Provision 係咩
The goulash is bubbling in the cold.
埋你。入埋佢。可能都係自己間房。咦？咁多事先。
It would be better to leave Lot Yonan to his work for now. You've already been given an assignment and you should leave as soon as possible. After all, you don't want him thinking you're homesick before you've even left.
佢真係全部旁白都有人配音。Provision 係咩？
If I hurry, I might be back in time for Sonia's birthday.
You're longing to see her face when you give her your homemade present.
I wonder if dwarves ask Vracus for help on long journeys.
The figure on the homemade altar doesn't answer.
呢個係咪 provision？呢度門啊，冇嘅 interaction。呢度，我估佢應該走得。
Within a few moments you find Black Saddle on the map. It is southeast of Parista, a little more than halfway between the city of the Magus Nudin and Lot Yonan's vaults. You trace the path from the vaults to the mountain with your finger. It doesn't seem far on the map, but it will be the biggest journey of your life. Just as you reach the door, your stomach rumbles. It's not even noon yet, and you think you're going to survive a 300-mile journey without provisions.
乜嘢啊？救命啊！我已經攞過啲食物㗎啦。點啊？我要點呢度，又唔係啊。
I am your godfather, little one. I'll look after you just like I looked after your mother.
Little Akana grasps your calloused finger and smiles at you wide-eyed.
點解會將個 BB 床放喺個火爐隔離？理解唔到。
Hello, Frala. I need provisions for 300 miles.
You're grinning from ear to ear. Finally, you've got the chance to see something of the world.
300? Tungdil, that's no errand. That's an epic journey. Wait, I've got just the right thing. But make sure the cook doesn't see.
I'm going to Blacksaddle to return a few things to a former apprentice in Amagus.
You pocket the rye bread, sausages, and ham. Enough food for the first few days of your journey.
A few days.
Perhaps I'll even meet some dwarves on the way.
Frala throws you a cautious glance. It's a tricky subject that you can't help but broach.
There aren't dwarves down here. You're the only one in Idaslane as far as we know.
I know, but I can't just have been born out of a rock. Somewhere in the mountains, I have a clan. Maybe even a family.
Yes. Maybe.
Frala has reminded you more than once that Lot Yonan wrote to the dwarf clans and none of them were missing a dwarf boy.
睇嚟呢個主角又係嗰啲標準迪士尼主角背景，即係身世不明，跟住俾呢個魔法師收養咗咁嘅設定。present 我頭先攞咗啲咩可以做 present？
I've got a present for you.
You take out a symbol of protection that you've carefully made from 3 horseshoe nails.
It's not the finest jewellery in Girdlegard.
One look at Frala's face makes it clear that it doesn't matter. She glows with happiness as she takes the pendant.
For me? But why?
Because you don't see me as an oddity and you're like a little sister to me.
You could have said. But you settle with a shrug and a crooked smile.
I have to go. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
I wish you the blessing of Palandial and Vracus to protect you from all danger in your journey. Here, a talisman. Whenever you look at it, think of me.
Frala winks at you mischievously.
And of getting me a nice present.
佢啲人物動作做得好仔細啊，但係好似蚊子咁細粒，我點睇？佢至少比我 zoom 遠，至少比我 zoom 近少少，先開始個動作啊！我諗呢個一部都冇出過嘅主角，都係唔知一打又有幾長。好啦，去。點解去門口會？
How nice to see you again, Lot Yonan. It must have been an age since we last met face to face.
Nudin, welcome. Please, sit down.
No, thank you, my friend. These are urgent matters, and I don't have much time. You must come to Leos Nudin immediately. The perished land is stirring.
Are you sure? What makes you think that?
I found out about 60 orbits ago, during a visit to the borders. Our magical barriers have weakened and become porous. The Elfar have left their land, and a huge horde of orcs have marched into Girdlegard.
Were you able to strengthen the spell with your magic?
No. I can't repair the damage alone. We need the combined power of the 6. The other 4 are already on their way here, but we need your help too.
I will set off for Paristo without delay.
Oh, And as you're coming, could you also take the opportunity to bring back the things that I lent to you?
Of course. I have them already packed in a bag.
Oh, thank you. We'll be expecting you.
Utterly blinded by the sunlight, you squeeze your eyes tightly shut after only a few steps. The time spent underground has made you so sensitive to light that you're forced to seek shelter in the shade of a mighty oak.
又係啲靠自己亂樣撳字出嚟，先知道做啲咩嘅遊戲啊！一啲教學。
You reach a small lake by a birchwood. Your feet hurt and your eyes still sting in the unaccustomed sunlight, but a smile spreads across your face nonetheless. You've covered a decent distance on the first day of your big journey. You pitch your camp and lie down to sleep on the hard forest floor. When you awake in the morning, your legs are stiff and achy. Trying not to feel sorry for yourself, you throw your rucksack over your shoulder. You're a dwarf, and dwarves don't complain.
咁啊，就有分岔路。呢度唔通淨係俾啲，呢度嘅故事唔通係用旁白嚟交代嘅。好似冇任何根據佢好似冇任何根據俾我做出一個選擇，兩邊條路都差唔多，只係隨機撳一撳。目標喺邊？係冇講嘅。點解會冇講嘅咧？定係佢講完我唔記得咗？好似話唔知邊兩個城市中間，我應該喺度。OK。Black Set 應該喺嗰度，應該向左邊行。呢度冇對白嘅。
Around midday, with the sun high in the sky and the first beads of sweat appearing on your forehead, you see something move next to the road, a few hundred meters ahead. Some crows are pecking at something in the long grass.
開始有選擇啦。有啊，係咪真係有屍體咧
？You survey the grass, the bushes and the few trees that are growing on both sides of the track. The wind blows through the grass and the leaves tremble. The pecking of the birds is only interrupted by the occasional fluttering of their wings. Apart from that, you see nothing. When you see the blood on the ground, you try to convince yourself it's from an animal that just happened to be killed on the road by a hunter. You know this is improbable, and your hope disappears completely when you see two human bodies lying in the flattened grass.
好啦，呢個世界人類嘅第一個死因係咩咧？睇下先，因為我有210蚊。Current boot store。
A slender man lies in front of you, dressed in an expensive robe. It is in the colours of Turgur the Fair-Faced, one of the 6 magi. The dead man must be one of Turgur's famuli. You don't see any wounds. You look down on a tall, broadly built man. He's wearing dark brown leather armour that is strengthened with iron plates. There's a sword lying next to him. Was he trying to defend himself against something? Or someone? There is no blood on the sword.
Okay.
You don't see any signs of a struggle in the area where the corpses are lying. Were they stabbed by a companion? A stranger could hardly have crept up on them with such sparse cover.
做乜變咗偵探故事？
Nothing. Ivrakis.
There are some narrow stab wounds in the man's chest. The cuts are too big to have been made by arrows, but too small for sword wounds.
真係用匕首做出嚟。
A rucksack that probably belonged to one of the dead. It seems to have been searched and then thrown away carelessly. You find a few implements, some provisions, and a map. A route is drawn on it from Parista, Nudin's capital, to Lot Yonan's vaults.
Okay. 冇戰鬥，所以係撳 space 都冇用。
The man has the same incisions. It's clear that both men were killed by the same weapon. But what that weapon might be, you cannot say.
佢做 blacksmith 咁耐，竟然係對啲武器嘅傷口冇乜認識。唔通佢咁耐淨係整過斧頭？
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
完全變咗一個推理遊戲咯，唔係推理遊戲，只不過係揾 hidden item 嘅遊戲。呢度又有。
Nothing again.
You halt. There is something.
Another rucksack.
You open the rucksack and recognize that someone has already rummaged through it. As well as some implements and writing utensils, you find a pouch full of gold and a talisman. The gold is proof that this is not a case of robbery.
係咪會影響呢個角色嘅善良度嘅咧？而家？
Warmth and a feeling of security flush through your body as you touch the talisman. You feel safer just holding it in your hand.
I'm taking you with me.
呢個係治療心理疾病嘅 talisman。OK。消耗品嚟嘅。Brings good fortune， 應該係運氣值好啲。
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
仲有，真係仲有。上唔到去，過咗啦呢個。係唔俾行呢邊嘅。可能之後有啲。
You scour the area once more and ask yourself what to do next.
Bury the dead.
It's time-consuming and strenuous work digging shallow graves in the ground with a stick and covering the corpses with a few stones. But it should at least keep the crows from their feasting for a while. You continue on your way so as to put a few more miles between you and your grisly find before night falls.
I 開始有少少眼瞓添，我而家去邊？呢個問號係。認真有啲眼瞓，我玩住咁多先。